Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's D-Free. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to be, I want to say, kind of predicting what could happen with the AGL and STR units, you know, the Super Saiyan God Goku units that inexplicably, I guess it is kind of explainable, but regardless, those guys did not get an awakening when physical and intelligence did. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you are new, and we'll keep you guys coming with some awesome Dokkan content. By the way, I've been getting hit up a lot saying, hey, your intro is pretty cool, thank you. I've had a couple people say they don't like it, but that's fine. I mean, I like it, and other people like it, so I'm sorry. But if you're wondering who made it, and you know what the song is, the link is in the description. I've said this before. You guys have got to read the descriptions. I put information in there for a reason. But to be honest, you know, most people don't read descriptions. Anyways, into the video. So Super Saiyan God, right? Look at this guy. This is physical. He got a lot better. Passive got a lot better. I'm not going to break him down in particular. He also gained Fierce Battle, and he gained Saiyan lineage. I don't think he had that before. Maybe he did. Regardless, that's his only key link. It doesn't really matter because he can circumvent that by giving himself key and his allies key. So the good thing about this is this simulates having two key, like something like Prepare for Battle, for example, right? And 25%. So that's the beauty of having key and attack passives or defense, whatever it is, as support units. They kind of act like they have links even if they don't. So he can kind of pass. So he's really good regardless. Look at this guy. He doesn't do that. It would be a lot better if he at least supplied himself some key on his passive. He only picks up Rebirth and Saiyan Lineage, which Rebirth is the Shattering Limit link here. That's also a 2-key link, but it's just the problem is that it's not very usable. You know, it depends on what your team is, though, so I'm not going to back on it too much, because if you're running like Intelligence Bardock or maybe that Orb-changing Goku whenever he rebirths at this point, you know, different things, it kind of depends. Saiyan Lineage is kind of bad for him, though. It's just not very usable. But regardless, Over in Flash does link with the other guys there. So my point on this is, you know, looking at these two, they both have Saiyan Lineage. Neither of them has Prepare for Battle. This guy has Over in Flash and Shocking Speed. He's clearly meant to be the superior guy because he hits a lot harder and can tank pretty well. They also lowered his restriction, which is something that we wanted to see on him anyway. He now lowers defense where he did not before. I'm pretty sure on that. I may be mistaken, but either way, he got a lot better. This guy got a lot better too because I think he just gave like 15% to those types and no key, or like I think it also got gained here. He also picks up Fierce Battle. Not sure if he had Saiyan Lineage before. I mean, it's an inconsequential league. I'll tell you what though, it's more valuable on physical than it is on intelligence, because there are units that actually have, like, for example, physical Gotenks has it. Like I literally didn't know that for the longest time. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and look at the two that were kind of forgotten and did not awaken. So we have AGL, Absolute Realm of God. This is the original one in the game, I'm pretty sure. 12 key multiplies 142%. This guy, 42 is pretty weird, but regardless, 75% up on a super attacking. He has aged so well because of those two numbers right there. So what can happen for this guy when he Dokkan Awakens? Obviously, he's going to jump to either 100 or 90%, and this will probably trigger to 145 or stay the same. Either way, as long as he gets Fierce Battle and not Rebirth, which I assume that he will. Same for the STR. He'll probably be optimal at AGL, or something close to it. It's kind of hard now that we've started incorporating support units on the team and not just running 6 damage dealers. It's kind of hard to say whether or not he will or won't be. But, you know, the thing about it is I'm actually very happy because look at his stats all around. He's got an amazing defensive stat. At 100% potential system completion, he has I think over 10,000 defense, or really close to it. So with 120% leader on that, he's one of the most tanky guys you can actually field on an AGL team. So that's really good for him. And he can hit really hard, passive, all that stuff. Nice base HP. So I'm really happy that they did not awaken him. I know that AGL, or excuse me, that Intelligence got the shaft, but this is the original one, and STR is actually the latest one, I believe. I could be mistaken on that. I've said I could be mistaken like a few times in this video, but it's either Intelligence or STR. Funnily enough, there was a time when both AGL and STR were the best units in the game, or pretty close to being the best, like literally top 2 or 3. So there's that, way back when they were new. So that being said, right, what can we expect from STR? So he has these link sets, these links for his link set. He has Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, and Prepare for Battle. Basically, one of like 3 units in the game, I think, that has all of those, or 2 units, him and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I really feel like a Gogeta has it, but I don't know. No, Gogeta doesn't have Shocking Speed. He should, I guess, but nah. I think they're the only ones that have all those. Regardless, That's like the best possible combination. Also having Super Saiyan in there, that's literally the best possible combination. What will they do for him? They'll probably drop Warrior Gods. He also has Godly Power in there. They may drop Warrior Gods or Godly Power or First Awaken to add Fierce Battle on, because he cannot actually have another one. All of his link slots are full. If you look at the card art and go down to his links, they're all full. So they're going to have to drop something. And they're not afraid to do that. I've had people in the past say they won't do that or he can't awaken because all his links are... That's BS. They are not afraid to go ahead and change links. Like, for example, when Super Saiyan 3 Kid GT Goku goes Great Ape Goku, or, you know, when he gets his awakening, they basically rework his links all the way around. Same for Baby. When he goes Baby Ape, or Ape Baby, whatever, they rework his links too. So they're not afraid to do that, and it wouldn't be the first time. So what can we expect from him? Honestly, probably the same thing. You know, 90%, 100%, but this one will markedly be a lot better than the other one if, hear me, if the other one doesn't get prepared for battle. Because if you look at the other one, he actually predates the link for prepare for battle. It did not exist at the time this card was out, which is why I like the ideas of rebirths, right? I like the idea of rebirths because they give basically older cards the chance to potentially be relevant again. The only problem with rebirths is the fact that they get the rebirth link. That is the only problem, because 10 times out of 10, Fierce Battle is a better link than rebirth. It's just naturally how the game is, because obviously it is dependent on damage output, and rebirth is a 2-key link that may or may not even benefit you. So that's honestly what it comes down to. But aside from that, they oftentimes update the units and give them newer links. For example, one of the more recent ones, the BoJack movie, the Gohan and Goku's Clothes, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that just initially gave 2-key to AGL and STR, now gives that to those two types, and he gives like 25% attack and defense. And he also has Prepare for Battle and Rebirth, which are two links he didn't have at the time because they didn't exist when he came out initially. He was actually, I think, my first actual SSR I ever pulled in Dokkan, and I was so happy because it's my favorite Gohan and my favorite outfit for him. I love that movie. So, you know, I started playing when that banner dropped on Global. Just to give you guys a little context, I've been playing Global. Global's my main. I've been playing Dokkan for like 2 years now, so it's been a while. But that being said, that is what's cool about it. And if you look at this, you know, what do we have available for potential awakenings as far as a Super Saiyan God Dokkan Festival, right? What do we have available? If somebody's in the comments, by the way, asking about this, you can just kind of timestamp this number to them and say, hey, this is where he's talking about the potential Super Saiyan God Goku Dokkan Festival. Because I meant to actually bring it up sooner in the video. I just kind of got sidetracked a little bit. But available options that he can potentially be, he's either going to be one of two things. He's either going to be the tech leader, or excuse me, not tech, the super physical leader, which I wouldn't mind. I kind of felt like Gogeta should have been that. He would have been perfect for that slot, but I understand why they didn't put him there, because he's also really good on intelligence, and they probably didn't want to pair him up. See, the thing is that they're going to pair him up with Gohan, but, like, I don't know if Bandai themselves even consider Gohan because he's so hard to get. But, you know, you basically have the most damaging team in the game when you have Gohan and Gogeta there. It doesn't make sense. And Trunks and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, that team literally is the most damaging team in the game. It's also been calculated as to be. So when you have that, maybe STR now. I haven't looked at it since Broly dropped on JP. But regardless, really, really powerful team. And, of course, they didn't want to put him with Vegito Blue because Vegito Blue is ridiculous. And another thing that people don't notice is that Gogeta also gets a free dodge by doing that. He also, in doing that, is effectively nerfed because he doesn't get a free critical or a free additional that he would have got by being one of the other types. That's another reason why. That's another reason why Gohan is not any other type but intelligence. So, regardless, we have the slot open for Super Physical as a leader for Super Saiyan God Goku Dokkan Festival, potentially if they plan on doing it, which I don't see why not. You know, we speculated that they would do it for the 2-year, but they chose to do the double Dokkan Fest because money, because they wanted to have 2 banners available, because money, because Bandai money, you know what I mean. They had Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta there. So I don't know why they wouldn't do it, because he's probably going to be one of the more popular characters. They could probably include that Super Saiyan God Vegeta from the manga, whatever they want to do, you know, to sweeten the pot a little bit, if you will. But we have that, and maybe, we don't know if they'll do hero-villain leads again, like Rose and fused Zamasu, Emerged Zamasu, you know, akin to Vegito Blue and Rage Trunks, you know, that hero god lead and the hero demigod lead, whatever. They may or may not do that, but let's just go ahead and keep all our avenues open. He could be one of those too. So basically, if we get the chance at a Dokkan Fest, we're kind of coming full circle here, because I don't think that they're going to do what they did with Physical here and allow him to Dokkan Awaken from a different event, there's a reason that they sat these two down. You know, there's a reason why they did not include them, but they included the other two. I think it's becoming increasingly likely that he will become one of those leads, and we'll get one of those Dokkan events for that exact reason. These guys will just Dokkan Awaken from that event. Kind of blows that they all can't awaken from there, but I feel like Bandai kind of just was like, hey, we need to get some Super Saiyan Gods out because we haven't had a Super Saiyan God card in a long time. That really hurts. It doesn't really hurt physical because physical got Fierce Battle either way, but it really hurts this guy here. I'm sorry. He could, because it takes his potential from being, you know, like the ceiling that it had. It just effectively knocks it down a few pegs because that's 15% of damage he could have had on top of and that is a significant number, but he's so lucky that he got blessed with a good key multiplier. 140% is really, really good, actually. Really, really good. That's like basically top tier because non-LRs have like 150%, 140. Some of them have even lower than this guy, and they're really good cards either way. So anyways, to wrap up the video, it's possible that we see one of those leads and these guys Dokkan Awaken from there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What would you prefer? I'm honestly kind of leaning towards super physical because I do like the concept of having a potential one over there that has Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, and Over in a Flash. That would go really well. Or even, I said earlier, you know, even Saiyan Lineage on there instead of one of those links would be fine because that team kind of uses it anyway. I think that base form Gohan, he's not Ultimate Gohan. And one of the things people have been asking, maybe that they will do Ultimate Gohan because, you know, how Gohan kind of returned to prominence in Super lately. I just don't see it because Bandai is reluctant to give Gohan anything other than Shocking Speed or Saiyan Lineage. They just refuse to give him Prepare for Battle. So I just don't see it there. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But they'd have to give him that because he can't be another Kid Buu. He cannot be another Kid Buu, and he just doesn't link with the team and doesn't, you know, it doesn't help the team. It just hurts the team, especially when you release Gogeta and put him on intelligence that with or without LR Gohan, intelligence is super good anyway without Gohan. So it just doesn't make sense for them to do that. So I don't know. If they do, he's got to have that. But either way, they have that Gohan card there. He gives 3 key, 40% attack and defense. That base form 1 that's on the Kai planet that's powering up, you know, he has Saiyan Lineage too, I believe, but he doesn't have Prepare for Battle or Shocking Speed or anything. So it doesn't matter, though, because he can circumvent that by giving himself 3 key, like I said. So who cares? Anyways, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have an awesome day, and thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.